Hey, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the Career Pack Podcast. My name is Neil Patel. I'm the host of this podcast, and welcome. For those of you who are new, this is a daily podcast that I've been doing now for the past 236 days. We are currently on episode number 236 out of 365. I wanted to do a daily podcast for a year straight, and guess what? I'm doing it. I want to talk about something really interesting today, and it's about what does the concept of hard feel like? When you're doing hard work, when you're doing actual hard things, what does it feel like? I was scripting a video today and I wrote it all down. So why not talk about it on this podcast? I'm going to read to you guys word for word everything that I wrote. I hope it's something that you guys find valuable, something you could take away. It was for a video, but I'll give you guys the inside scoop. So here's what I wrote. How many times do we hit that barrier? The barrier of like, man, this is hard, wanting to quit, wanting to pivot, not wanting to see things through, struggling to take that first step. Here's what hard feels like. You have this big vision in your head, and it's something only you can see, not anyone else. Whether it's wanting to look your best by working out and hitting the gym consistently, whether it's building a business, managing, or manifesting a relationship. In my case, learning how to love and accept myself and sharing that journey in the most storybook way. Waking up every single day, putting hours into something, doing the same thing over and over and over, learning new thing after new thing, slowly getting better, but to others, it seems insignificant and it seems minute to them because it's easy for them to cast judgment and hate towards you for working towards your big vision. But remember, only you have this vision. They can't see it. They only see your work or your progress from months 0 through 2 or 0 through 12 or 0 through 6. Whatever your big vision is, make that vision so strong in its magnitude that the light from it blocks out all the dark clouds, all the noise, all that hate. That is what hard looks like. If you're at that barrier of thinking, man, this is hard, well, if you decide to keep going, you're doing something right because 99% of people will quit at that exact moment of tension and friction. Keep that vision strong. Much love. Peace. The reason I decided to read that today is because everyone's concept of what hard feels like is different. At the surface level, people tend to quit when they're doing things for a very, very long time and they don't see immediate results. I could take this podcast as a perfect example. And I'm going to be extremely blunt and honest with you guys right now. I am not working hard enough on this podcast. I'm not putting enough time. I'm not putting enough energy. I'm not putting out enough content from this podcast that I do every single day. Think about it. I've made 236 episodes, right? If we're just going to do some simple math, we all have seen clips from podcasts all over social media. 236 episodes, the average person will put out 2 to 3 shorts meaning the best clips from the podcast, and put it out into the world and out onto social media. That's what, 230, you got 460, 690. I should have posted at least 690 shorts across all social platforms right now. Yeah, that seems absolutely crazy. That does seem absolutely crazy. 3 shorts a day. Are you kidding me? No. That is the standard that I want to be at. I need to be posting at least 2 to 3 shorts every single day. Right now, my goal is 2 every single day. This all probably sounds like a bunch of baloney right now because anyone who follows my podcast page on Instagram, they know I haven't been posting that consistently because my mind is distracted. I'm doing so many other things, right? I still have a full-time job, which the entire world does, but I've been putting time into making videos as well. I'm just not managing my time good enough. And the past, I know, like the past month or so with this podcast, I feel like I've been really lazy with it. I'm not putting in enough time, enough dedication as much as I should be. But at the same time, this past month has been the most growth that I've had, that I feel like, with my videos, learning new things, sharing my thoughts in a cool cinematic storybook videography skills incorporated way. I've had the most growth there. I've learned the most there. And although it's not at all the place that I want to be, or like I've shown the most progress in the last month, is what I'm trying to say with videos. But with this podcast, I've been slacking. Would it be ridiculous for me to say that I can do both of these efficiently at the same time? I don't think so. Most people, they just want to do one thing perfect. And I'm not against that at all. I really am not. But I just really want to be good at both. What can I be great at? Can I be great at the videos or can I be great at the podcasting? Why not be great at both? Why not? With this podcast, I know exactly what I need to do. Post, obviously, a podcast every single day because that's what my goal and mission is, but also 2 to 3 shorts every single day on all social platforms. And I'm very confident that this podcast, it will grow as long as every episode that I made is made with some sort of good intention, something of value, and someone can get something away from this. That is my dying goal. I'm not sacrificing enough. I still don't feel like I am taking it as serious as I should be. And it's funny because I have done it for 236 days in a row. But man, this is the process of doing something every single day over and over and over and over. Even if you keep failing, even if you keep messing up or keep falling to those same thought cycles and loops that you made in the past, the things that you told yourself that you were going to do and you didn't, we can all give up. I can give up right now. And I've had those thoughts of giving up. I'm not going to lie, I've had those thoughts a little bit more often than I'd like, but I'm going to continue to show up. I'm going to continue to learn. I'm going to continue to educate myself. And as I educate myself, I'm going to continue to put things out there. That was one really, really long tangent. But here is what I care about. I want to have fun. I want to have fun with making these podcasts. I want to have fun with making videos. And both of those things are very, very important right now in my life. They really are. I just need to prioritize my time a little bit better. I may need to sacrifice a couple videos that I'm watching on YouTube. I may need to sacrifice some quality time with family. And I want to lean into the things that I just have more fun with. And that's all I care about. There are great days, there are bad days. And see, this is the thing. Like with this podcast, I was talking about this a couple days ago when I was in my backyard walking around. You guys can tell the days when I'm having a great day. You will feel the energy on the podcast. The days when I'm not having a great day, you will feel the energy on the podcast. The people who are loyal listeners, loyal subscribers to this podcast, you know those ups and downs. And those ups and downs I'm still trying to work through, man. I really am. Being so open, vulnerable, and honest right now. I really am trying to work through all of it, using this camera more, setting up all this stuff. I just bought a couple backdrops just to like the production for everything I already have. I just have to do it. I just have to do it. But this is what hard feels like. Hard feels like when you are doing something consistently every single day, figuring out the little details of what goes here, how do I do this, how do I do that, googling things, YouTubing things, and feeling this immense feeling of tension and pressure, but you still keep going and you still keep leaning into the discomfort because you know that eventually, as long as you're consistent and as long as you continue to put out great work, something will come of it. And I feel like the most relatable situation or example that I can give for this concept is a gym. You're not going to go to the gym for 1 week, take off your shirt and be jacked and ripped. You're not going to go to the gym for a month even and take off your shirt and be jacked and ripped. Actually, a month is a pretty long time. Let's just use a 1 week example. You're not going to lose 50 pounds in 1 week. That's just not possible. But if you do that consistently over the span of 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, we will see a big difference. And that's the same thing with video creating. In my eyes, podcasting, it just takes a long time. It just does. And this is what hard looks like for me right now in my life. And I'm sharing it with you all. Oh, man. Well, that felt good. This was kind of therapeutic for me to get this off my chest. Journal about it. Think about it. Read stuff about it. Watch videos on it. What does hard feel like for you? And when you get to that point, do you quit? Do you keep going? Do you just give in? All those things are valid, and reflect on it. Why do we do these things? Why is it important for me to not do these things? Meditate on it. Sit in solitude about it. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode on what it feels like for me to be in a situation that's considered hard and what I do to keep pushing. I guess I didn't really talk about what I do to keep pushing. It's just that I have to do it. I know I have to, and I know I can. I believe in myself, and I have to remind myself of that every single day. I love you guys so much. And if there's anything that you took away from this podcast, feel free to let me know. Share it with a friend. Follow me on socials. Korea Pack Podcast, CREAPACT Podcast. I have a big vision for this thing one day, and I know it'll turn into reality. The more consistent I am, it'll be okay. Thank you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.